Expo while he's been pounding Nada with those 2 DTs, and now Backho is killing Nada's supply depots, and really I think this is a crippling blow to Nada. I think Nada is going to struggle to recover from this game and come back in this game, and I think it's probably going to be 1-0 to Backho because Nada's economy is just in tatters right now, and he's going to lose yet another supply depot. That's going to slow him down to no end, and really Nada a little bit careless with the timing of his, when he didn't get that scout off, he should have really had a turret in. He only built the 1 turret next to a siege tank. He really delayed on the other turrets, and then he decided to go for an expansion. He actually was saving up the minerals. He didn't, and 12 kills for that Dark Templar, and obviously Backho had another Templar, which probably got just as many kills before it died. So Backho has killed a lot of SCVs for Nada, and Nada is in huge trouble. And what's worse for Nada is that he committed his minerals to that natural expo, and now Backho has got a massive economic lead. And Nada committed himself to the natural expo as well, instead of putting the turrets down, and that's what's cost him. Backho meanwhile getting the observatory up, and he's got another DT, and Nada trying to retake that normal expansion and that Dark Templar. And the other thing is that he didn't cancel it. He's been forced to cancel it this time around, and Nada really at 6s and 7s really struggling to get back in this game. His economy is in tatters. Backho's economy meanwhile is flourishing, and I'm not sure if there's anything Nada can do to come back and win this game, because Backho's going to be coming up with a knockout punch soon. He's going to be following that up after doing that massive damage. I don't think he's going to let Nada rest. He's gotten his economy up and running. He's going to be macroing up sooner rather than later. Nada trying to get another turret up just within range of his first turret to try and get rid of that DT, but it's just slowing him down so much, that single DT. The fact that Nada doesn't have scans, he's being slowed down and slowed down and slowed down. He is building his command center inside, and that the ability to float the command center is allowing him to do this. Thank God for that. He is building command center in his natural expo. But yeah, I don't think Nada's going to be progressing further in these WCGs on the evidence of this play. He's going to really have to do something special in game 2 and game 3 to come back, but he's definitely looks like he's going to be losing game set 1 to Backho. Nada just planning down, and Backho has got a shuttle out. Obviously he had a shuttle out earlier. He's now put a probe down in excuse me, the 12 o'clock base, and he's taking full advantage of this position to get another expansion up at the 12 o'clock base. He's got about 6 gateways up and running, building another couple of gateways, and he's going to be just pumping units from those gateways any second now. And Nada really doesn't have the factories to really keep up with that output. He's just trying to catch up in his economy. He seems to have positioned his defenses adequately to protect his supply depots anyway, and he seems to have established some sort of a defense. He's now finally, he's going to be forced to build a 3rd turret to try and take that, and really Nada's opting not to put an academy down at any stage. He could have really used that, but I guess he was just so far behind that he couldn't afford it, relying on the turrets for his defense. He's going to wait for another turret to come up, but it should be in time. He hasn't lost any time really, because by the time he floats that command center over, that DT should probably have gotten rid of. But somehow that DT is out of range of that turret, and Nada is probably going to struggle to plant this command center down. I guess he'll be able to plant it down somewhere, but Backho doing a good job with that 1 DT. Excuse me, delaying and delaying and delaying Nada indefinitely, and Nada now getting the armory up, but just, is he going to be able to keep up the macro? I'm not sure how many factories he has. I think he still has only the 2 factories at most, and Backho, with a massive ground force produced, is now heading towards Nada's base, and I don't think Nada has even got any vultures or Spider-Mans out in front of those siege tanks to defend them. He's just been so occupied with those DTs. Nada continued to build more turrets up, but Backho now coming with a massive ground force, and this might be the finishing blow here for Nada. He's only got 4 or 5 siege tanks and a couple of marines in his defense, and Backho still able to hit those SCVs, and Nada, even though he's got a couple of turrets to ward off that drop, I don't think Nada's going to be able to defend this here. Nada oh my god, Nada with the shake of the head and look of despair manages to kill the shuttle. Storm as well for Backho on the siege tanks up on that ridge, and Nada GG's unable to do anything. GG, Backho takes the first game. Comprehensive win there. The DTs were just crippling to Nada, and he's lost the first game of this best of 3.
쉽게 보내지 않습니다. 손창호 선수가 첫 번째 세트 장악하면서 1점으로